Try this order of plugins in your vocal chain to get a clean and powerful vocal. The basic idea behind the chain contains 4 steps. First we tune the vocal, then we clean it, then we add some color, and in the last step we add dimension. My favorite plugin for tuning is Antares Autotune Realtime X, and I use the universal audio version. I just set the key and the scale I'm looking for, and then I find the right amount of retune speed so that the vocal still sounds natural, but not like this typical autotune voice. Another great tool is Melodyne. This software translates audio into notes, and then you can process them like MIDI. The next step is cleaning, and here I like to use the Nectar gate by Isotope. I just set the threshold between 40 and 50 dB to reduce noise in the gaps of the vocal. Then I use the Hofer IQ de-esser to reduce harsh frequencies. I like to use the Fox Natural de-esser Light preset. Then I set the threshold till I find the right amount of compression. And I like to use a subtractive EQ, in this case the FabFilter Pro Q4. I just set a low cut filter to reduce unwanted rumble, and I set a low shelf filter to reduce muddiness. I know this takes away some energy of the vocal, but it also gives us a lot of clarity. The next step is coloring, and here I like to start with saturation. I use the FabFilter Saturn II, and I set a crossover at about 700 Hz, and I bypass the higher band because I just want to focus on the fundamental note and add some nice harmonics to it. In this case I use warm tape, and I increase the drive to about 50%. Then I do upward processing, and here I like to use the Oxford Inflator by Sonox. I just increase the effect and curve slider till I find the right amount. This plugin amplifies quieter parts and brings out some detail. Then I use the Pultec EQ to add some color. I just boost the low frequencies and the high frequencies to add a nice analog touch to my vocal. Then I do compression, and here I use 2 compressors in serial. First the 1176, also by Universal Audio, because this is a really fast compressor to catch some high amplitude peaks. I like to go with a gain reduction between -5 and -10 dB, and then I use the LA2A, also by Universal Audio, to smooth the signal out. In the last step we add some dimension, and here I use 4 scent effects. I start with the FabFilter Timeless 3 delay, and I set a fast slapback delay. Then I use the Pro R2, also by FabFilter. This is a great reverb, and I like to increase the ducking and the pre-delay to focus on a nice reverb tail. Then I use some format and pitch shifting, and here I use the Micro Shift by Soundtoys and the Little Altar Boy by Soundtoys, just to add another layer to the vocal. Every vocal is different, so make sure that you use your ears when you adjust the settings for your vocal. You can also get really great results with different plugins. I hope this video inspires you to find your very own and unique vocal chain.